Today we got 2 stump jumpers. We got my mate Andrew, and he's got the aluminium 2017 stump jumper with the 27.5 plus wheels. We're going to give these a go. See how the 29er compares to the 27 plus. The blue one's a carbon, the black one's an aluminium. Can't wait to give it a go. Let's go. I love the look of these fat tyres. They just look brilliant. I can feel how much softer it is already. Oh, it soaks up the bump so easily. So these bikes, the wheels are interchangeable. You should be able, with a boost spacing, just take the wheels out, put the 29ers in, swap them around. But the fact that we've got the same bike, just seems obvious to swap bikes. Straight away over the rocks, I can tell it's soaking them up easier. These tyres got tubes in, they're not tubeless. So they're running around 20 psi front and rear, which is quite high for plus tyres. But with tubes, it's a safer bet. I can feel a little bit more rolling resistance, but I'm also 5 or 10 minutes into my first ride, which is always the hardest period of any ride I find. So this bike and my bike are both extra larges. The aluminium frame, I cannot tell a difference between the alley and the carbon. Does that mean I just wasted my money on carbon? It gets to a bit more of a downhill section. Test out the grip on these puppies. Something about just having that really wide tyre in front of you. 3 inches wide purgatory tyre. Just so confidence inspiring. I was expecting the tyres to feel, especially at 20 psi, you hit a root and you bounce off it. But you don't seem to. It was really nice. Oh, the grip is immense. It really is. Love it. And weirdly, I haven't had one pedal strike yet, even though the bottom bracket is supposed to be lower. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's really nice, really nice. Plus tyres are here to stay. I can tell you that. They're not a fad. I think the fact that there's so many bike companies doing them now tells you that. This is too much fun. The rock gardens, it's like they're not even there. I'm well impressed. I was expecting there to be extra weight. I couldn't bunny hop it as well, but absolutely no problem. I might see if he wants to swap his bike for mine. Guys, do not slate 27.5 plus wheels until you've ridden them. How's it going?
Very different.
Yeah.
Like, especially for rock gardens, this has got way less, way harder than that.
Yeah.
It just glides through them, whereas this you kind of feel it.
Yeah, it's like the rock gardens aren't even here with these on.
Yeah, I just found them. Not used to those. Turns a lot sharper because of the skinnier tyre.
Yeah, yeah.
But it didn't feel like it quite had as much grip.
No, oh no, no. I haven't had a chance to get it up to some proper speed yet, but I'll tell you what, these are brilliant.
Go buy yourself a...
I'm well impressed with these.
I can see how a cross-country racer would definitely prefer these.
Yeah, they're certainly a bit faster on the flats.
Yeah.
But there's not
Not as much in it.
No, not as much as I thought. So on the turns, I can definitely feel a bit more weight. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it just takes a bit more getting used to. The 29er wheels and tyres are definitely lighter, and you can feel that in the turns. But the grip and the plushness certainly makes up for that. Obviously riding a friend's bike, I really do not want to damage it. Oh my god, still the loose stuff, scary. Some neat little jumps here. Yeah. Oh my god, the landing is totally different. Really nice. So uphill I can see the difference already. It's certainly easier uphill on the 29er. I can see over the rocks and roots, the wheels on the 29er are sort of flicking sideways off them a little bit, and this one's just soaking them all up and just gripping. I always find going first, there's always an added pressure, but you just got to sort of forget about it and ride, I guess. But I can certainly feel pulling out the corners. The plus wheels don't have the acceleration. I think the biggest thing I can feel is when you come out of a corner and go to accelerate, it doesn't accelerate as quickly as the 29. No. You've got a bit more, so you've got to give it a bit more to get going again.
Yeah, this picks up off the corner better.
It seems to have more momentum with the bigger wheels.
I just find I can't trust the front end as much as that one.
No, you can't. It's surprising how much grip you do get from them, but yeah, it's not as much as these.
I guess I probably use a lot more margin. I'm used to not feeling the front slip.
Yeah.
At the same speed.
Yeah. See the 29er pulling away. He is pedalling, to be fair. Yeah, it's just pulling away. It just goes quicker, the 29er. Oh god, I can't even feel the bumps on this, it's unbelievable. Oh come on, what's this? What is this? Oh, I could have done without that. Down Feral Groove, I'll go down on the plus bike, and then I'll do exactly the same run on my 29er. I'll time it. Really interesting. Right, Feral Groove on the plus bike. I forgot to set Strava. Bollocks, it'll all be on feel. Certainly feel more grip. Feel like the tyre wraps itself around the roots rather than bouncing off the top of them. Bike doesn't seem to pop up quite as easy. Maybe it's a bit heavier. Certainly coming out the corners, I feel like I have to pedal a bit harder to get going again. But it's so smooth and nice. They say the circumference of the plus wheels is almost the same as the 29. It certainly isn't the same. I'm sure it's a little bit smaller. Ooh. The grip is brilliant. certainly a bit harder to turn in. This is such a great bike. Stump jumpers are amazing. I still can't tell any difference between the alley and the carbon. Maybe a little bit of the weight isn't just the wheels, it's the frame. Difficult to tell. Oh yeah, the ground's so loose here, plus tyres are pretty popular. There's not really much mud to try the plus tyres on, it's all loose gravel. I can just feel pulling the back brake how much more bite it's got. What was that? Boy. Amazing. Oh, just pulling the front brake, you can see how much more bite it's got. So good. These plus tyres are brilliant. Here he comes. How'd that go?
Yeah, I'm a lot more used to it now.
Yeah.
The other road, but yeah, not as confident as that bike.
No.
I can't lean it over like I can with that.
Yeah, yeah. They're very round, these tyres, aren't they?
Yeah, you can really sort of hang it down around the berms.
Yeah.
And especially when it starts going like that, you can just, that thing, you just flick around underneath it.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't do that with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, that was brilliant. I find with the 29er wheels, like when I go around the corners, I really have to lean the bike over like that,
Yeah.
and get those like side knobs digging in.
Yeah. This climbed it better than that one with us.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference when it's not as technical.
Yeah.
It comes out of the corners better.
I'm going to be careful on this now. I want to have nowhere near as much grip.
Yeah.
I'll probably be off in the first minute.
I've got to remember the brake sound was adjusted.
Alright, let's go. These tyres feel so thin. Let's do this. Same trail, 29er. Okay, straight away I can feel the carbon frames lighter. Oh my god. It's not so noticeable going from carbon to alley, but going from alley to carbon. Wow. The 29er just goes. Now I forgot to set Strava, but my mate Andrew, he's got Strava going on his, so I can get a comparison of him. Oh my god. The thing just takes off. I think once you're used to the thinner 29ers, you can get a hell of a lot of grip from them. You just need to be used to it and really lean it over. But the rollability of the 29er is unbelievable. It pops up quicker. Okay, I can feel the weight difference. Unbelievable. You certainly feel the rocks, the roots a lot more. It doesn't quite soak up the ring as well. What a difference some wheels make. Not necessarily for the better, just totally different. Wow. Two great setups. I'm not feeling that much less grip with these. I think it's probably because it's my bike and I'm more used to it and I know how to ride it. It's certainly an advantage going tubeless, having the softer pressures. Yeah, it certainly pops up easier. That's probably the frame. I would say I would be quicker on this bike, but I can tell Andrew's closer to me behind, so he'll be quicker on the plus bike, but I think that's more down to us being more used to each other's bikes. The rear tyre on this, I just let go. I'm getting some Maxxis tyres on this. I'm going to go for the 2.5s. high roller on the back, high roller 2, minium DHF on the front. I think that might be a happy medium between the Plus and the 29er. Wow, awesome. Totally different. I can tell straight away. I can feel this is lighter.
Yeah.
You don't.
Back on this, I notice now.
You don't notice it. I didn't notice it as much going from the carbon to the alley, but when you come back to the carbon,
yeah,
it certainly feels lighter.
Yeah. This feels lethargic and a bit. Just won't accelerate over the corner like that does.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like I'm getting plenty of grip from these, but I only think that's because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I think once you're used to 29ers, they're fine, but getting on that for the first time, you just grip straight away.
Yeah.
Straight away. Oh, they're both totally different, but both amazing. I love it.
Sort of matches what the bike shops told me, to be honest.
Yeah.
They said this would be good for me.
Yeah.
As a beginner. It'll give me more confidence, especially on the pig gravel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And, yeah, they're right.
It shows they're not just making stuff up, eh?
Yeah, it's nice to know that they're not bullshitting me.
Back on the Plus bike, down Scorpion. It's great to keep swapping between the two bikes, get a real feel. Yeah, it's certainly just leaning back and picking up the front, you can feel the weight. Yeah, it certainly doesn't pop as easy, but it's so smooth. Certainly noticeably slower, a lot safer. I think if you're new to mountain biking, you want to get your first really good bike, I think plus wheels and tyres are the way to go. It's so much more comfortable and forgiving. God, it just eats up these routes. Funny when you're out on a Plus bike, it gets a lot of interest from people. I think everyone's intrigued about how they are. That's why I'm doing the review. I think either wheel you get, you're going to be happy, because they are great. Whoa, I love that bit. Maybe the turning's not as sharp, but I can certainly feel maybe a little bit more stability. Not quite as skittish. Oh, that's new. So good. Having these Plus tyres allows you to stiffen up the suspension a bit more and still feel smooth. Feels nice. So good. I better stop saying that, but it's so good. Jeez. Whee. Look at the size of those things. I know a lot of tyres, Plus tyres are 2.8s, these are 3-inch. So round and nice. I'm convinced I'm more tired on these climbing. Back on the Plus bike again. Okay, uphill, definitely harder. Downhill, doesn't fire out the corners as quick, but you end up going around the corners quicker, so probably about the same. I think these tyres would probably be better tubeless with less pressure in, maybe down at like 13, 14 psi rather than 20. I find I've got less confidence with these tyres than I realise. Okay. I don't know, I think the pressure's too high. I don't know, I'm starting to feel like I've got more confidence on the 29er now. It's so tough. couple of times I've nearly got myself into trouble on this bike. I can't turn in as quick. It must be the weight of the wheels and tyres.
Easy.
I was thinking about maybe one last swap back for the last stint.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
I've nearly got myself into trouble a couple of times on that. I don't know why.
Really?
I think it's just I'm not used to it. I feel like I can't turn in as quick, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't respond to your handlebars as quick as that does.
It must just be a bit more weight with the tyres.
A bit more inertia with the tyre, and a bit grippier, I don't know.
Because normally smaller wheels, they say, are more agile.
Yeah.
It must be weight.
I think it's because of the big heavy tyre, it's tube.
You got tubes, yeah. I reckon you'd benefit loads from taking the tubes out of that.
Yeah. I'm going to get it serviced and get them to do a tubeless conversion on it.
Yeah, if it tubeless, and I'd put the pressures down as well.
Yeah.
I'd go, look, there's a bike shop reckon like 13, 14 PSI,
That's
especially on the
heard.
front. Yeah.
I was just worried about punctures, so I left it about 20 while I learned to ride it.
Yeah.
But now I think I know it well enough and I know these trails.
Yeah. You want to go first?
No, you go. You I think you go.
Oh, amazing. So effortless just going along these fire roads on a 29er. The 29er wheels make the bike feel bigger. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know. I don't have any real grip issues with these 29ers. Maybe they're thinner and they dig in a bit more. I don't know. I think overall, if I had to choose one right now, I'd stick with a 29er. I'm well impressed with the plus tyres, but I feel more comfortable and faster on the 29ers. Certainly a weight advantage with 29ers. Turns in quicker. I mean, I don't have issues with grip, but I think that's probably more to do with the fact that this is my bike and I'm used to it. But the 27 plus tyres are so good. Definitely more tiring. And not necessarily loads more grip, but definitely more. Oh, massive pedal strike. The rear end of my bike is too soft and too low. I also think if I asked Andrew what he would choose, he would say the plus tyres. It's certainly personal preference. The rear, I mean, hopefully I've given you an idea of what to expect, but it's all about what you want. You need to demo them. It's exactly what I did and chose the 29er. My energy levels are at 0.
Yeah, so I can't pump the bike or anything.
Totally fucked. Oh.